Shalom, everyone. I hope that you're doing fantastic. Thanks for joining for a personal reading. So somebody emailed me to answer a question for them. And if you are returning, welcome back, first of all. And second of all, if you are first time, how it works on my channel is that you email me at the email down below. You ask me your question, I will upload it on my channel as a general reading, okay? After I have uploaded your question as a general reading, will not give any personal information of who you are. I will actually read the question that you have emailed me about. Nobody knows who you are, but I will do it for a soul group that you are connected to, and if anybody can, get help from your question, then that's fantastic. You're contributing as well energetically to somebody, but it is tailored to your question. So that's how it works on my channel. After you have listened to your video, I ask that you just sit with the divine and ask the divine, what would you want me to do about this video? There's a PayPal link down below, and you can just give an offering or just be a blessing to this channel or whatever, okay? So I can't be bribed. I don't charge for my readings. It's just, if it's a blessing, it's a blessing, whatever, okay? I'm working for the great divine to take care of me every time. But anyway, if you just want to energetically give to this channel, it would be very much appreciated at this time. I'm not a bum. I've always paid my bills, and but many of you know the wickedness that has taken place with my life, and my rent's due, and I've only got a few dollars in my account, and it is what it is. At the same time, I know that I got a lot of fortune somewhere that somebody's hanging on to. Is not fair, and don't mean to put anybody else out, but anybody who's connected to my fortune, I expect for you to give it back to me, so that I can pay my bills, and that I can go get some gas in my car, and I can go to the grocery store, and all that kind of stuff. But anyway, there's a PayPal link down below if just anybody just out of the kindness of their heart want to contribute. I would appreciate it. Shouldn't even have to ask that, but it is what it is. So the question is a very general question, and thank you for your question and allowing me to ask at the hand of Jehovah what he wants you to know about this. It says, thank you so much, Shannon. Soon, let me just go on. She says that my question for you would be that it is to ask if I was on the right path to happy and or a healthy future, or is there more suffering that I would endure? If there's any way that I can bypass the negative, or is my fate set in stone? Well, first of all, we live in the real world, and part of I always like to bring out the tapestry as coming through my spirit. And without, the tapestry has a beautiful side to it. We're looking at it so gorgeous, and whatever the picture of the tapestry is. But if you look behind the tapestry, it's just the guts are there. And it takes both to have something beautiful, and to grow up, and to be mature, and to learn within that as it's being woven together. And I don't think any of us can bypass any hardship in this earth. That's what's if you go to the gym, or ever been to the gym, or ever dieted, or ever did something that caused you to have to study real hard on something, it pays off in the end. And so that's what I would just say, just out of just answering the question to you. But we definitely will ask Jehovah what he says about it, okay? As far as, I don't know what you're facing entirely, because this is a very general question here, but I think all of us are on the right path to happy and healthy success if we put the work into it, like I just said. But we will just pull some cards for you, and then you can just sit with the energy of what Jehovah brings out, and you can exercise that, and that will be your fate in whatever you choose to do. Today I did a general reading, and the crossroad came out. Somebody was standing at a crossroad. It came out in two of my readings. The same two cards on both decks came out. People standing there trying to plan on what to do, and it's major. And so asking at the hand of the divine is your first success, because he says that if you and I will acknowledge him in every single thing, he would make that every crooked place straight, and it'll work out all right. And that's just the best way to do it. Okay, so I will pull some cards for you. Thank you for your question, and let's get started then. Okay, so let's ask Jehovah what is going on here. So if you're on the right path to a happy, healthy future, or is there more suffering that I must endure? Is there any way that I can bypass the negatives, or is my fate set in stone? And like I said, it's our choice, really. We really do have a knower on the inside, and a lot of times people don't pay attention to that, and then down the road you go, oh my gosh, I knew it. And I just did a reading, and one of the cards that came out was listen to your gut, okay, but stay in truth. You know, like I said, you know, life is up and down and all around for all of us to learn within our situations. Now obviously we have reaping and sowing and cause and effect, and then, you know, even if you do make a mistake, the divine will take your hand and pick you up and clean the mess, right? As long as you are, like I said, keeping the commandments is one thing that you and I have complete success within. The first commandment is acknowledging the Most High with all your heart, your soul, and your strength. And the second is loving your neighbor as yourself. And then all of the rest of them are literally hung upon those two commandments. That's a for sure success. It is. Okay. So Jehovah, what other information here can you give this viewer for what they need to do, what they need to bypass or continue in? Just give some words. I just thank you that you bind, block, and rebuke all negative, dry, wicked forces. Command them to be shoved right down to the pit of hell. And I thank you that you guide our steps, you order them. And so what does she need to know here? So we have at the bus stop, and so that's traveling. If we want to be really general with this, let me turn this down. I feel like I'm competing with my meditation music that's going on here. At a bus stop, whatever that means for you, that's traveling energy. Okay, what else do you want to bring out here, Jehovah? You know all things. You know every person listening, what they need to know, what's going to hit them in any way, shape, or form. We said need to retreat. Need to retreat. Okay, only you know your situation. Okay, what else needs to come out here? Sometimes people just need to step away and just get really still. You know, take a trip and just get really still, because we're told that in the stillness, Jehovah's there. Okay, he really will show you what you need to do. So there's a dentist here. Teeth can go back. Maybe you work for a dentist. I don't know your story. Maybe there's somebody connected to a dentist to you that is prevalent for you with this situation. I don't know. It's just coming out here. But teeth is wisdom. Teeth is wisdom. If nothing else, for any given person, because this is tailored to your question, but it also is for other people. Give me some more energies out here, Jehovah. You know all things. Nothing is too difficult for you. What do you want to bring out here, please? So, just come on up. We have a very bright future here, and it's a positive outcome, so it's positive. Needy and distressed is here. Obviously, you're asking, you know, what path to take, or if something is going to turn out for you, and if your future is going to be suffering. Well, there's a bright future here, or there's needy and distress. And like I said, it depends on what you're doing spiritually. Spirit first before this natural realm. Loving, honorable, and friendly. Somebody was forced to do something. Like I said, I don't know who all I'm entirely speaking to, but if somebody was forced to do something, and somebody's hurting because of a situation, then if you don't fix something and you know to do something that is upright, to be loving, honorable, and friendly, then it obviously can go south for you, right? What comes around goes around. That's the cause and effect and stuff like that. Let's just take one more. We'll just take what's at the bottom of the deck. Jehovah says that you're my sweetheart and you were made for me. Well, that's the divine also, just in very general. He wants to love on you, and he said that his plans were to bless us and not to harm us, but we have to listen to him. So let me take from this deck. What else do you want to bring out here? We have a bright future. That would be a yes card for me. Okay? I mean, if you're on the right path, and if you're in the upright, because I don't know what you're dealing with, but if you are in the upright, you are, keeping the commandments and acknowledging the Most High, then that's a yes for you. Like I said, it could go either way. Depending on what we do, we have to obey the Most High. There's no other way. There's no other success outside of that, people. There's just not. We have the gentleman here. So this is a significant person in your life, or a brother, a cousin, an uncle. It could be a young man, a partner of any kind. This is a masculine energy. This is logic, professional energy as well, coming out here with the gentleman. Okay, I see an A here. It's the Ace of Hearts, but the letter A is showing itself here. And maybe the number 28 means something to you. Or 10, or 1, or whatever. So we have a child here, which is a Jack. It's a J. I'll just bring them out here for any given person. So the child is youthfulness and childlike purity and energy. Maybe you're dealing with some things, obviously. What comes around goes around for us. Things that have taken place in deep past, maybe when you were a child, or maybe you have children that you're dealing with, or something like that. Like I said, I don't know your story. I'm just pulling cards for you and letting the divine speak to you. This is a student. This is can go to childish people as well in the negative. Curiosity with this card and learning, okay? Stumbling as we learn as well with this card, but this also goes to friends. So we have two people showing up here. A male figure and a child figure, or childlike energy showing up here. So we have two gentlemen cards. Both of the gentlemen mean the same thing. You could have two choices. You could have a child. Somebody could be having a child with one or the other. I am seeing a black gentleman, a black child, and a white gentleman, if that means anything for anyone. Okay? Let's go on. I'm also seeing this child that has a net in their hand. Okay? Trying to catch butterflies. Butterflies mean new life. It is a 13. That's death energies. That's transformative stuff. Okay? What else do you want to bring out here? We have coupling energy that, if you're trying to make a decision about a person or something that took place with a person, and, your fate is set for you. I mean, obviously we have cause and effect out here is what the divine's showing. Somebody was forced to do something along the way, or in your connection, or whatever that is for any given person. The owls represent communication. It's also gossipy stuff. Social stuff here with the owls. It's also a curious card. So you have two cards out here about being curious about something. This is exchanges and meetings, and like I said, coupling. Maybe you're dealing with couples or brothers, or some type of an organization where, children and friends and stuff like that is showing up. But you're having the owls come out here. At the bottom of the deck, we have the snake. And, the snake, it can go to deceptive energy. Lies and tricks and betrayal and seduction and manipulation and hypocrisy and jealousy. All that kind of stuff with snake. It's slithery, right? And if somebody was forced to do something around a connection or situation and they weren't friendly or they acted like they were, this is cutting energy here. Maybe somebody did something at a bus stop. I don't know. I don't know your story. Like I said, I'm just asking the divine to pull what he wants you to set with. Okay? And, I mean, there's children involved in some people's situations and couples involved in situations. Let's take some tarot ones. Seeing a Q, an A, and two J's. AA goes to, you know, if somebody's a heavy drinker or something like that, then that's out here for any given person as well for your connection. Jehovah, what else do you want to bring out here for the question at hand? So we've got the Ace of Wands, and this is a new beginning, inspiration. It's sexual. It's a conception as well. We also have the Seven of Pentacles coming out here, and that's waiting, 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 going to the tree, getting one little pentacle, knowing there's more there, or waiting for the rest to be ripe. This in the Rider-Waite has a meaning of, obviously it's a harvesting card. This goes to somebody of interest. Okay, we have a coupling card here as well. But we do have some type of deception around what comes around goes around top of the situation. Somebody needs to retreat because somebody's in need, in distress. So whatever this is, we have the truth and we have lies with the snake here. And somebody's forced to do something and they're just feeling bad, and you got into a place where, oh my God, my fate now is this. We do have healing energy. So we have a dentist and a doctor energy coming out here. Okay, and something sharp is here as well. This is clarity within a situation where we have two cards that actually can go back to the truth. If I wanted to pull the rune meaning in here, legal stuff for some people is going on. This is a counselor as well. Okay, a calculator, going within and really analyzing something. High volume wisdom. It also looks like an older person as well. So we have two cards that can mean a younger men, or an older, or you can flip that around however you need to, or your parents or your grandparents. You know, wisdom is here and needing wisdom. Okay, we got truth out here. And the divine is the truth. His way is the truth, to set your path straight regardless of whatever's happened. Okay, whatever, there's a bright future out here for somebody. Something's positive here. If you have discernment, this high volume discernment, then you'll catch the snake every single freaking time. We also have somebody looking up into the sky and seeing a big fat cup. And we have a little rat down here, and the snake will eat a rat. Okay, and this is an apathy card or dreaming, and most of the time people are sitting there pouting. Okay, but somebody sees something right out of the heaven for a drink here. Okay, and contemplating something here and being blessed with drinking from the hand of the divine. I don't know if you can see the hand there, but there's a great big hand straight from the divine to go that way. To do that, because then he's gonna fill your cup every single time. We got several stuff out here that come out, and we got love. So we're getting people out here. We're getting the knight in shining armor, and so this is a fair person. It also could be the law for some people. We have also the King of Cups. Okay, the King of Cups loves hard. He's very intelligent, and in the negative, it'll go where the snake energy is then. It's manipulative energy with the snake. Okay, any water in the negative can go to manipulation. Okay, so for whoever is having all the truth and the conception and stuff like that coming out here, there's a counselor and doctors involved in some situations. For some of you all, there's some people that have coupled up and have done some things that weren't nice, but there's healing out here for something, to make something right, to make your path straight. This is about walking away from things that have been invested in to go get your ninth cup. Okay, and somebody sees the cup right here out of heaven itself. Using the intuition. Okay? This is somebody who's, look, this is huge intuition with these two cards. That's high volume wisdom. In the upright, it's also the other woman, okay, for some people that are dealing with, we got all kinds of people out here. We got 2 court cards here, 3 cards here. Somebody's also acting like a snake. We got the doctor energy here. There's obviously love situations going on, or at least the affection within family and stuff like that, and decisions, and people catching people up in stuff, the net. This person down here with the 7 of Pentacles is holding a basket. And in the Hebrew, since the snake is here, and the net is here, and the tet actually is here also with the hermit, because that would be the snake in the basket. It's time for some type of a judgment to be on something. Now, whether that's just, I don't know all your story, but there's some type, for some people, I'm picking up legal stuff here, medical legal stuff for some people, or you work for that kind of stuff, where love and coupling and somebody was forced to do something is needing for somebody to really go within and analyze something to connect with the divine and put a judgment. There's a need for a judgment within something here. So your fate is set by truth and truth alone, regardless if you got caught up in something or not. Only the divine can make the crooked places straight and get this yeah, there's the mice here, people. That's huge. And the snake will eat the mice, and we got a rat down here with this person looking up into the sky and seeing something. You got to get your head up. You got to get your head up, because there's some people that are twisted backwards, really, really backwards, and need to retreat to get your answer. Okay? There's lots of money, and there's a rat here as well. There's lots of money involved in some stuff here now. Let me take a rune for you. Actually, I'm going to take a Hebrew real quick. Where am I at on time? Yeah. You hold up. What word? Okay. We have the cuff here, and that would be a justice energy, truth and clarity. That would go to the law for some people. We got a judgment here on something. Like I said, we got the snake in the basket. We got the person holding the basket here, a net, and the tet represents trying to catch somebody up on the net. And somebody was forced to do something like that. You need to go to the authorities. I don't care who it is. Take somebody with you, and let the divine trap those who try to trap. Okay, because this is theft energy here. It's really bad here. We got rats all over the place. Then we got one here, here, and here, and all kinds of stuff where snake and deception stuff is, people. Wow. I don't know if that's you, but obviously this energy is coming out for you. So we have the cuff coming out here. There's a K here. There's a T here. So a cat will eat a rat as well. I mean, you can make it if you want to. I mean, somebody needs to set some traps out and get these nasty rodents out of the way, and face the truth within the self, or with your friends, or with whoever you're connected with on your job. If you know, wisdom is huge out here. We've got 3 cards. Like I said, the tooth. A dentist can just represent wisdom. The teeth in a spiritual sense is wisdom. And we really got that here. Needing to retreat and go within and calculating things. But I believe people already do know. I really believe people already do know, because we have a knower on the inside. 11 would go back to knowing something as well. And so this is being subdued and bit to a will. I was forced to do it. Somebody was forced to do it. Maybe they lied to you about being your sweetheart. Maybe that was you that tried to set somebody up because you were. I don't know your story. Maybe that was a long time ago. I don't know your story. But this is what the divine's bringing out. We have the cup here, a judgment here. What else would you like to bring out here for this question to be answered? You know all things. Give me one more. I'm gonna not take that card. If it comes out, it comes out. Thank you. Okay, well, you got to, well, the Zion is here, which is the harvest. It's here. K's are here. We have cat and kit and tick and talk out there, if I want to take those letters. And we have the B here as well. The back. Beck is here. Buzz is here, and buzzards will eat dirty, filthy, nasty things. Okay, we got rats and stuff here. We have the Het. This is the doorway. This is the H. This is death energies. This is new births. We have children here. Help from outside things. Well, we have the law here. We have hack. You could be dealing, obviously, if you're dealing with whoever the dentist is and whatever that's about. It's if somebody choked and on, when their mouth was open, if we just would be general with that, or somebody was a hacker, with respiratory stuff. We got doctors out here, then that's here. That's death though. But spiritual death more than anything to me is scary. Haze. There's a word haze in the Hebrew that represents being able to perceive something straight through dark energy itself. But that goes back to the truth. The whole truth, nothing but the truth is here. To put a judgment on the truth is here. The torch represents cake, which would be KC or Kansas City, or a birthday cake. We have a match here as well, fire energy, okay? I hope some of this stuff is really helping you, but we have a plow and a harvest and food and something, a cutting implement. We have the sword there as well. Something's affected a broad scope of an area. I'm not going to look up all these definitions for time's sake, but I am going to go ahead and draw a rune because I think people really do know what to do, and that's to stand in the truth regardless how dirty something got. Because the Tet represents something really filthy and dirty that's taken place. And some people's fate, depending on what's taking place, if I'm talking to a murderer, and I'm not saying that you are, but this is general. Other people are watching this, and other people have been caught up on a net and coupled up with people and have lies and deceit around them. Okay, if you do know information about something like that, like I said, you really need to couple up with somebody that you trust or that the divine leads you to, and you need to go to the authorities. Okay, and put a judgment on something within truth and truth alone. There's no other way, because the fate is set down both paths. The scripture says that it's already predestined for us. You pick this path, it's predestined. Only the divine can get you to detour on the right path if you choose to have him, clean you up. That his mercies are new every morning. I really hope this helps you. So the cake is going to come out, the KC, the torch, and it's right here. All right, so we got the torch. This is legal stuff going on, so you must be involved in something legal, but court is always in session in the heavens, okay? If there's nothing else just spiritual for you, there is a legal victory here for somebody. So KC is Kansas City. I always just bring that out. You don't have to be from Kansas City. But that's really coming out here. So this is purification, clarification, forgiveness is here. A solution to a problem, perils, troubles, and misunderstandings to be overcome, and a justice assured if you're in the upright. If you're in the upright, because the divine says what comes around goes around, if there's a cause and effect. If our scales are unbalanced, we're abomination and all the rest. So the snake needs to go away. So whatever part you played in whatever situation that you're asking, if your fate is set, there's a bright future if you do the truth. And I see 3 suns on this chest. The chest of your heart, open it up. Okay, let the sun shine in. Okay, whatever that is. This is inheritances. This is large sums of money. This is policy showing up here. This is a commitment here. Okay, so somebody needs to just retreat, go within, and figure out what to do, which is the right thing, and then that is how you're going to defeat the situation. Okay, some people are dealing with jail and prison situations. That's up to the court and your testimony and stuff like that. There's judgments here. Okay, until next time, shalom.